This video is designed to help you start a takeaway food business. At the end of the video, you'll find a valuable gift. It's a takeaway food business plan that you can download, and will lay down for you, step by step, everything you need to know to start a successful takeaway food business of your own. If you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. Takeaways are great businesses for many enterprising and hard-working people. They provide a popular service to a wide range of customers, and the trend for eating out is on the up. Running a takeaway can be exhausting, as may involve long and unsociable hours, depending on the business model, but it can be an extremely profitable investment if you get everything right. Before you take the plunge, here are several tips to help you get it right. A takeaway prepares food that people collect and eat off the premises. A takeaway restaurant is somewhere offering this service, but also the option to eat the same food in a restaurant or cafe environment. Takeaway shops abound. There's almost every kind of food you can imagine, from fish and chips to Thai and Malaysian. It's really important, as with any business, to know what the competition is, and how crowded the market is. If you want to start a pizza delivery service, make sure you're not battling for business with several other businesses close by. If you can think of a new product to offer, something nobody else does in your area, so much the better. Think of something new. Maybe a falafel shop, or a vegetarian takeaway might hit the right note and attract good custom. Or instead of offering the usual kind of burger, offer a handmade burger with 100% beef steak, and all the trimmings in artisan bread. Choosing a location. Whatever product you offer, you will need to find the right location, and hit on the right trading times. Where you need to be located and the times that you do the most business, will both depend on your product. There's no point in offering a sandwich delivery service in a residential area, for example. If you have a location in mind, make sure your product is a good fit for your catchment area. For example, if you are considering trading in an industrial area, your target market will be office and other workers. Whatever location you choose, be sure to check parking facilities and your immediate competition. If you are catering for lunchtime office workers, find out about existing delivery services that supply offices directly. These may not be obvious and may be located far away. With an idea of your location, think of your opening times. If you are serving office workers, for example, it's unlikely that you will make a sale before 8:30 a.m., or after 6 p.m., or at weekends. A residential area will be different. Most of your business will come from families and younger people, in the evenings and on the weekend, from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you're in the center of town, you may need to be open until 2 or 3 a.m., to catch the bulk of your trade as they leave the pubs and clubs for home. Trading near pubs or nightclubs will differ again, and with an adult clientele in need of quick, cheap eats, you'll benefit by opening late, from early evening right up until 4 in the morning. Insurance. Just as for any business, getting the right insurance in place before you start trading is really important. Many insurers offer specialist takeaway insurance to make life easy. This type of insurance policy will generally include public liability insurance, employer's liability insurance, building insurance, stock and contents insurance, and even business interruption. But before you buy a ready-made package, be sure it meets your needs. You can increase the level of cover, for example, and you may need to add other types of insurance, including van insurance, goods in transit insurance, and to protect yourself, your family, and your business if you are ill, you may also want to consider income protection. Find a premises already preparing food. Because all premises preparing and selling food need to be licensed, you will need to apply for a change of use for your property, if it isn't already a takeaway or restaurant. Getting these planning consents in place can be costly and take a long time. So it's a really good idea to find a building that's had a food license in the past. It will make everything a great deal quicker and easier. You will need to learn basic food regulations, including food hygiene, and will also need to meet health and safety regulations. You will need all the relevant certificates in place before you start to trade. Your premises will also be spot checked by your local council's environmental health department on occasion, so you will need to stick to all relevant health and safety and food hygiene guidelines. If you are found to be in breach of these regulations, or found to be unhygienic or unsafe, you can be closed down. Don't feel that you have to learn through experience. Even though your business may be small, it's still a business, and there are many other small businesses out there that can share their experience and give you support. Join local networking groups, or sign up to an online business network and get the encouragement and advice you need to build your business. Ultimately, the quality of your food, the reliability of your deliveries, and your own special customer service are what will make the difference to the success of your business. Treat every customer as if they were your first, deliver delicious food, on time and for a good price, and you'll quickly build a strong reputation that will see orders flying in. The next part of the video is not specific to a takeaway food business. Nevertheless, this knowledge is essential for success in the takeaway food business, as well as in any other business. Ignore it at your own peril. Operating a successful takeaway food business will depend on the following 4 conventions. 1. A practical plan, with a solid foundation. 2. Dedication, and willingness to sacrifice, to reach your goal. 3. Technical skills. 4. Basic knowledge of management, finance, record keeping and market analysis. As a new owner, you will need to master these skills and techniques if your business is to be successful. Finding a niche. Small businesses range in size from a manufacturer, with many employees, and millions of dollars in equipment, to the lone window washer, with a bucket and a sponge. Obviously, the knowledge and skills, required for these 2 extremes, are far apart, but for success they have one thing in common. Each has found a business niche, and is filling it. The most critical problems you will face, in your early planning, will be to find your niche, and determine the feasibility of your idea. Get into the right business at the right time, is very good advice, but following that advice, may be difficult. Many entrepreneurs plunge into a business venture, so blinded by the dream, that they fail to thoroughly evaluate its potential. Is your business idea feasible? Before you invest time, effort, and money, the following exercise will help you separate sound ideas from those bearing a high potential for failure. Identify and briefly describe the business you plan to start. Identify the product or service you plan to sell. Answering yes to any of the following 3 questions means you are on the right track. A negative answer to all of them means the road ahead could be rough. 1. Does your product or service satisfy an unfilled need? 2. Will your product or service serve an existing market in which demand exceeds supply? 3. Will your product or service be competitive, based on its quality, selection, price, or location? Market analysis. For a small business to be successful, the owner must know the market. To learn the market, you must analyze it, a process that takes time and effort. You don't have to be a trained statistician to analyze the marketplace, nor does the analysis have to be costly. Analyzing the market is a way to gather facts about potential customers, and to determine the demand for your product or service. The more information you gather, the greater your chances of capturing a segment of the market. Know the market before investing your time and money in any business venture. The following questions will help you collect the information necessary to analyze your market, and determine if your product or service will sell. This brief exercise will give you a good idea of the kind of market planning you need to do. An answer of no to any of the questions indicates a weakness in your plan, so do your research until you can answer each question with a yes. 1. Do you know who your customers will be? 2. Do you understand their needs and desires? 3. Do you know where they live? 4. Will you be offering the kind of products or services that they will buy? 5. Will your prices be competitive in quality and value? 6. Will your promotional program be effective? 7. Do you understand how your business compares with your competitors? 8. Will your business be conveniently located for the people you plan to serve? 9. Will there be adequate parking facilities for the people you plan to serve? Planning your startup. The following questions are grouped according to function. They are designed to help you prepare for opening day. Merchandise. Have you decided what items you will sell or produce, or what services you will provide? Have you made a merchandise plan, based upon estimated sales, to determine the amount of inventory you will need to control purchases? Have you found reliable suppliers, who will assist you in the startup? Have you compared the prices, quality, and credit terms of suppliers? Business records. Are you prepared to maintain complete records of sales, income and expenses, accounts payable, and receivables? Have you determined how to handle payroll records, tax reports, and payments? Do you know what financial reports should be prepared, and how to prepare them? Finances. A large number of small businesses fail each year. There are a number of reasons for these failures, but one of the main reasons is insufficient funds. Too many entrepreneurs try to start and operate a business without sufficient capital, money. To avoid this dilemma, you can review your situation by analyzing the following 3 questions. 1. How much money do you have? 2. How much money will you need to start your business? 3. How much money will you need to stay in business? In order to answer the second question, how much money will you need to start your business? You need to prepare an estimate of all your startup costs. Here's a list of items you may need to take into account. Note that this list is for a retail business. Items will vary for service, construction, manufacturing or online firms. Decorating and remodeling, fixtures and equipment, installing fixtures and equipment, services and supplies, beginning inventory cost, legal, professional fees, licenses and permits, telephone utility deposits, insurance, signs, advertising for opening, unanticipated expenses. Now, the answer to the third question, how much money will you need to stay in business? Must be divided into two parts, immediate costs, and future costs. From the moment the door to your new business opens, a certain amount of income may come in. However, this income should not be projected in your operating expenses. You will need enough money available to cover costs for at least the first 3 months of operation. The following list will help you project your operating expenses on a monthly basis. Typical expenses for 1 month may include your living costs, employee wages, rent, advertising, supplies, utilities, insurance, taxes, maintenance, delivery, transportation, miscellaneous. Now sum up the total estimated monthly expenses, and multiply it by 3. This is the amount of cash you will need to cover operating expenses for 3 months. Deposit this amount in a savings account before opening your business. Use it only for those purposes listed in the above list, because this money will ensure that you will be able to continue in business during the crucial early stages. By adding the total startup costs to the total expenses for 3 months, you can learn what the estimated costs will be to start and operate your business for 3 months. By subtracting the totals of the lists from the cash available, you can determine the amount of additional financing you may need, if any. Now you will need to estimate your operating expenses for the first year after startup. The first step in determining your annual expenses is to estimate your sales volume, month by month. Next, determine the cost of sales. You may want to use a spreadsheet to do this. After startup, the primary source of revenue in your business will be from sales, but your sales will vary from month to month because of seasonal patterns and other factors. It is important to determine if your monthly sales will produce enough income to pay each month's bills. An estimated cash flow projection will show if the monthly cash balance is going to be subject to such factors as the following: failure to recognize seasonal trends, excessive cash taken from the business for living expenses, too rapid expansion, and slow collection of accounts if credit is extended to customers. Conclusion: if you have carefully answered all the questions in this video, you have seriously thought about your goal. However, there may be some things you may feel you need to know more about. Owning and running a takeaway food business is a continuous learning process. Research your idea, and do as much as you can, yourself, but don't hesitate to seek help from people who can tell you what you need to know. As we conclude this video, it's time you get your free takeaway food business plan gift. Go to the description below this video to get it now. It is completely free, no strings attached. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this.